good evening, good day, wherever you may be. It's me again, and just want to go ahead and say thanks for anyone who's tuned in to watch part one. Really means a lot. Essentially, you know, you gotta crawl before you can walk, but I wasn't expecting like these stats, and you know, the small wins really add up. It's what I really like. It's pretty awesome to see, given the way I was trying to convey how I do things is not. I'm working on it, okay? But anyways, we got 350 views, 5 comments, and like 23 likes on part 1 for Ear Candy Workflow, which is super cool. Really appreciate that, and thanks for checking out the series. This is part 3 series, and I think what I'm going to do next is more of my workflow with Ableton, because I don't really work in arrangement view until like towards the end of like composing. I don't know, it's a new flow that I found out that I really like, working with scenes and session view, but that's another video. Go into that later. Other thing I wanted to mention about this video in particularly is the song that's playing is unreleased material by me, and I made some minor edits to it and mastered, or my version of mastering my track, and I'm going to be playing a show, which I'll talk about that in a YouTube post. I can make updates about videos or events maybe. I have 2 unreleased tracks. I'm going to be playing like a YouTube stream on Saturday. So if you want to come check that out, I'm not really sure when I'm playing, but I'm the 10th artist to play, apparently, I think, if I remember counting correctly. 10th or 9th, which is going to be probably middle, starts around 3, ends at 6 Eastern Standard Time. So wherever you're at, that's the time on the 21st. I'll also make a message about it too, or a YouTube post, whatever, about it. And yeah, this is just more of a thank you message, and thanks for sticking it out and checking out my material and what I can share. I really love doing this, and like have a burning passion for a long time. And yeah, I decided to start this YouTube channel up, and it's gonna be, I want to make it more flexible. I want to make it more entertaining in time, you know, make it stand out, make it me. But yeah, anyways, thanks for your support. Continue to support small channels. I would just do that, you know. Anyways, let's go into part 2. Thank you. To create this main glitch, which I'll discuss in a bit, come here. We're gonna add another audio clip, and we're gonna arm it, and then we're gonna show take lanes, highly important, and then we're gonna insert a take, insert take lane, and where is it? Yeah. What's that playing? I want to make this simple. You got so many different options to choose from. I'm just going to go to my favorites though. Type. I really like this one. Just turn it on, and what we can do we can just record, so we can Then you can start messing with the spray or speed. And then you're like, maybe you want to switch it up completely. Let's do something weird. Let's do something more, okay. And this is a beautiful thing of take lanes. So we can just do this. Delete our audio. Can leave this, turn it off, and we can drag this up. In fact, you solo it. Let's do that. Let's listen to it. Excuse me. Yeah. Cut that out. Cut the rest of this out. And as you can see, what I'm doing is really very experimentation, very much just experimental textures and percussion, and oh, this sounds cool together. And if you've been following along with my process, you see what sounds good and what doesn't. So let's listen to this. See what we got. That just made some very interesting. To me, it sounds like Combine. If you're familiar with Half-Life 2 or the Half-Life series, Combine type radio transmitting, or I don't know. It reminds me of the Combine. Big fan of them. And let's see. Add this guy up here. And then maybe we can do something ghastly. It seems kind of ghastly. And you can make this loop so much longer if you want. Yeah, and remember, good old Command J, and let's just play it as long. That's pretty cool to me. And then another thing, you're like, okay, I'm done. Maybe I'll come back to these later. Yeah, it's not no reason to delete it, right? Just turn it off. Just hide it. Then you have this. I don't know what it's gonna sound like with. It could be used somewhere in the mix, but yeah, that's kind of how you can put together an interesting. You know, we went from this and we turned on fragments and we started to play around with different presets. You can build your own, obviously, and different presets and knob tweaking, you know, and we came up with that. Pretty cool. Love it. So much you can do with this. It's only $100, kind of expensive for what it is, I guess, but it's worth it. Like I said, I've had the free version for like a little over a year before I bought it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy it, which is pretty nice. Arturia does it right, in my opinion. I really like their products. I have a couple other ones that you can buy from their website. And that's not what I meant to do. Anyways, yeah, and then you can start to really get it. You have even more control over your interesting Combine noises. You know, maybe you want to make it even crazier. It doesn't sound like anything like them now. Yeah, kind of like that dissonant lower octaves type sound with that. And then if you want to be, you can add a delay, you know, make it real crazy. Wouldn't recommend it. And that just depends on the sound, right? Depends on what you're going for. Filter's pretty, not filter, excuse me, grain. Maybe you can have some pitch control here. Maybe turn this up. Some, excuse me, feedback. Pretty cool. Yeah. Let's keep moving. Yeah, we don't really need to go over that anymore. We can go down here to our glitch. Echo is kind of interesting. I mean, I know that delay and reverb is essentially the same thing, but it really combines the two. And you'll see here that I put 12 and plus 12. If you've been following along, you can already guess exactly what that is. Up an octave, down an octave, and standard. So and I also have it panned to 10 over. And 10 to the left, 10 to the right. Like my amp, like I mentioned earlier with amp, grittiness, grainy, nice distortion, a little oomph to it. And for these two, the 10L, 10R, I even panned it. I used just stereo panning, set it to 180. As you can see, 360, 0, 90, 90, 180, coming from one side to the other, 50% amount. The rate's a little high, but that's cool. And then we have beat repeat. And beat repeat is an awesome tool for real-time glitch, more texture, more interesting percussion in real time. It builds it in real time, highly experimental. If you already got a cool sound and you want to make it weird, or maybe I even have more control over like a, drum and bass type loop, you can do that as well. So I can show you guys an example of that. If I, let's see, duplicate this. Let's just listen to it. Let's turn this off. We don't need this on. And add beat repeat. Let's turn the chance down. So if we turned it down to like, let's do like 33. Let's set it to 4. It's one beat. Even tells you right here, if gate is set to 4/16 for repetition will occur over the period of one beat. So over one beat, it will display the same repetition, but the chances is the likelihood of it being repetitive is lower. And let's say I like turning this filter on as well, and I like setting it to like right here. I'll set it to. Actually, 2 was pretty cool. And it only pitches it down. This has some variation as well. Some decay. This is what it sounds like without it. Less variation. Yeah, pretty cool. Where were we? So get glitch. Whoa. Yeah, ShaperBox 2 by CableGuys. Another plugin. It's about $200. Kind of expensive. Totally worth it. I've been using it for years. I don't have the upgraded version. I don't think. I don't remember. I don't think I do. In fact, let's see if I have those other. No, I don't have it. So in here, I'm using a reverse patch. Listen to it. Also, drive. Give it some more. Yeah, more drive, some rhythmic flow as well with our distortion. And really what I'm doing with this, it's cool by itself, but if you listen to it, for example, like it's going to sound pretty nutty. Let's see. It's very nutty. There's a lot going on and a short amount of time. But this is a transitional piece, putting everything together, flowing out of the chaos into something completely different. Then this is me taking the glitch beats and chopping, slicing, and putting it back together to make this with the effects. Which I don't even have it in here anymore because I recorded it outside. I don't have EFX Fragments in here because I recorded it outside of this, but all of that right there, all of that is for Fragments. That's it. Pretty cool. Once again, it's just interesting effects and texture. And I also have it here where I took this. This comes from the main one, right? This is kind of a bass line, really. Dun, 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 dun. And then expand it. That laser type sound that you will hear through the track. And you also hear that bass line. I consider it a bass. It's in the bass frequency range. Let's put it together. And then down here, these are just things that I was playing around with that aren't even being used. Always keep an extra audio just in case I want to use it, want to manipulate something else.